Hey everyone, my name is McKenna Lukey, and I wanted to introduce myself real quickly. So a little bit about my past is that when I was growing up, I was a very energetic child. I felt a lot of energy. I was really connected to nature and the universal energy, like I felt it. And a lot of it was kind of shut down by my peers and other people that I was around. So I shut down that part of me growing up. And then going into public school in seventh grade caused a lot of trauma for me. Once I got into high school, I went through sexual abuse. I went through multiple abusive relationships and unhealthy relationships. And due to my traumatic experiences that I went through, I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know who I could turn to or who I could talk to. And I turned to drugs and alcohol. Now, my addiction progressed very quickly and very rapidly. And I was in it for multiple years, stuck in the grip of it. And throughout my addiction, there was a lot of other trauma that happens. And back in May 2015, I got clean from a drug overdose where my parents found me. And after I was taken to the hospital, the doctors didn't know if I was gonna make it. And after they got my body stabilized, they didn't know if I was gonna have any brain damage or not because of how long my body was without oxygen, how long my brain was without oxygen. And I came out of that, and through my overdose, I have grown more spiritually connected because I realized that wasn't how my life was supposed to end. That wasn't what was meant for me. It was a process and a stage in my life, but that wasn't the end of it. And through that, I have worked a 12-step program. I have grown more in tune with source energy and with my spirituality. I have worked a lot with Reiki healing, energy healing. I have done family systems, constellation. I have done sensory, somatic, psychology work. I have done all kinds of different work. I've worked with shamans in Mexico and in California, and I've worked a lot with connecting body, mind, and soul. Our trauma stays stored in our bodies and in our chakras, and especially the lower chakras. And so I've focused a lot of my work with the energy healing and connecting everything together, our mind, our body, and our soul. And through my process, I have grown so much. For a long time, I was on multiple medications. I saw counselors, therapists, psychologists, and I was in multiple different facilities, and none of that really worked for me personally. I always kept getting like, oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you, or no wonder you're so messed up, that kind of thing. And once I started looking to alternative ways of healing, it really opened my mind and opened my eyes, and I actually started healing. I was able to talk about my story, my trauma, what I had been through, what I had done, and I was able to open myself up to the healing process. And it's not an easy process, but it's it's possible. We can do it, and I really want to be able to encourage other women and men also to share their stories, to step into their power, their feminine power, and just come from the heart and open up that throat chakra also, and like be bold and proud of who you are and what you have done, and share your story because you matter and your story matters. We all matter here. And we are not the only ones who have been through this. I know for a long time I thought there was like nobody else like me who like has like gone through this or done this. Like I just didn't know, but I was also young. And then there was that shame and the guilt that comes with the trauma and through that. And so through the healing process, we are able to let that shame and that guilt go. And it has connected me more on the spiritual side of things, and my dream and my goal is to be able to help other women and other people through the healing process and connecting the body, mind, and the soul and bringing it all in together, because we can't function without one of them. And so I hope that whoever is out there and hears our message at the Paper Doll Houses, that you guys find it in yourself to find your voice and put it out there, to share your story, share who you are, be proud of who you are, and that we can all grow together and change what the world thinks of as mental health and spirituality and bring them together. Nothing is separate. We are all connected. Everything is all connected in the universal flow of energy and the universal energy. So, thank you for listening.